What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we are at the shop and we're going to be doing an awesome installation for the 2020 Denali DURTYMAX. There's a jack there, guys. Yo, guys, by the way, we do have Jake behind the camera right now. He has been helping out tremendously around here, getting all of you a new perspective, lending me a big hand, basically having company here on the vlog. It's been phenomenal, and we are so stoked with working through everything and kind of having this collaborative relationship now on the vlog. He's somebody that I've wanted to bring onto the channel for a while now. Finally, he's here. And Jake, how's it going, dude?
It's going great.
It's going good. It's going good. It's going good. So we're all set here, guys. But anyway, like I said, we are here at the shop today. It's actually going to be kind of a special day because let me just say that we actually might not see this space for that much longer. So more to come in future videos, but we've got a lot to cover. Now, first things first, I want to let you guys know Dream Diesel giveaway number 9, that truck right there, 2016 Denali, and $10,000 cash, still up for grabs. This giveaway ends March 29th. So if you haven't gotten your entries, check out Enthusiast, first link in the description below. All right, guys, so we're gonna get the Denali out of here in just a minute and replace it with the other Denali that's the opposite color. But first, we're gonna be installing a set of airbags on my 2020 that I've had sitting in this box in that corner for literally about 2.5 months. It's just been something that I haven't gotten around to. But as you guys know, to anybody that's seen previous videos of me telling that with the 2020, that thing squats like crazy. It's functional squat, it's not intentional. At least we have that in our favor. So here's a quick little look at the Firestone Ride Right kit. These guys did not sponsor this video, honestly, just because I was too lazy to reach out to them to ask if they would, but it's a really solid kit. I actually had a very similar kit on my 2015 LML DURTYMAX that was kind of the original OG tow pig. I loved it, except this kit's just a little bit different because it actually has the onboard compressor that we're gonna be installing, which is gonna be nice rather than just having kind of the manual valves and fittings that I had outfitted on the back of the license plate. I was super stoked with this kit, not only because did it ride really nice when it wasn't loaded up, but also when there was a load on, man, it felt like a pillow top. So it's a pretty simple kit. We've just got our simple mounting brackets. We've got our big old airbags. We've got all of our kind of assorted valves, fittings, electronics, and airlines, and, well, a little bit of time. Hopefully we can get this done in a somewhat efficient manner, but first, we gotta get this Denali out of here. That's really actually terrible.
Top 5 worst.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, did I pull in here with my eyes closed? Did I blindfolded? I don't even have any room over here to work, dude. Dang, we gotta make some changes. Dude, how's that? A little better?
That's a little better.
All right, perfect. It's early. I gotta get another cup of coffee. All right, back on schedule. Let's keep this going. Alright guys, so we got this thing all up on jack stands now. We do have the back wheels removed, and I do believe that we are going to be putting on the stock wheels in this video. We actually have them sitting right back here in my storage closet, only because we are going on about a 7-hour drive out to kind of central Ohio to meet up with the guys at Firepunk. And being that I only have 4 of the 24x14s, I don't really want to take the risk, especially on a long distance traveled. So we're going to throw those stock wheels on. It's going to look kind of lame, but it's like function over form in this one instance. So we are going to basically have to go up in here, and we're going to be installing these airbags right in this general area. So we kind of have this like bottom jounce bump stop area, and then we've got the jounce stop or the bump stop right here. This comes out, the upper bracket goes here, lower bracket goes there, and then the airbag fills out the middle. That should be all relatively self-explanatory and straightforward, and then we're basically just gonna have to run all of the air lines and all of the electrical and then find a good area to mount the pump. I don't really know exactly where we're gonna do that. I would prefer to do it somewhere kind of in the back vicinity of the truck. I don't want to run it onto the inside because this gauge right here, I don't know, it doesn't, it's nice. I mean, it serves a nice function and everything like that, but I'm just rather have it towards the back of the truck so that way at a glance we can see where we are when we actually need to either inflate or deflate these bags. But anyway, guys, let's keep the process moving. We're gonna get started here. All right, guys, so we're making great progress. We've got the bags installed. Check these things out. The installation was extremely simple. Everything is very, very straightforward. I would rate that difficulty on a 3 of 10. It's just a little tedious because you have to kind of get everything lined up. There are centering pins on the bags that you need to ensure are correctly positioned in order to get the lower bracket to mount it properly with the upper bracket and to make sure that your bags are completely straight up and down from the side and from the back. But they're all in and ready to go. So now we need to get the power center all mounted and ready to rock and roll. So Jake and I were over here trying to kind of chart our game plan. We've got our compressor, this tiny little thing right here that is going to be going up basically into the spare tire well. We did remove the spare tire from this truck, which we will be bringing on our trip. But as you guys know, we have the 2414, so they're not on it all of the time. They gave us this harness with a relay and an inline fuse included, but unfortunately, they didn't give us enough wire. That's what we use to tap into power on the truck. But what would you say that is, 10 foot? Maybe 10 foot of wire, which isn't enough. So we need to go grab some wire, splice into this, extend the harness so that way we can get everything mounted and positioned in the rear. They do have this switch, and I think we found where we're gonna mount it, which is gonna be in the back. I feel like this was intended, all wiring and switch included, to go into the cab of the truck, but personally, I really don't want this in the cab. I'd rather have it in the rear of the truck where I can just toggle my switch up and down so I can see firsthand just how much adjustment is needed, and it'll be nice and accessible kind of right here in the rear up under the truck. So we're gonna go grab that wire right now, and then we're gonna keep going on this installation.
Flex, I just wanna win. Yeah. LA BB, who we running with? Yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body. I'm broke if you ask it. All
right, guys, we are about 75% complete at this point in time. You can see hands are getting dirty, but stuff is getting done. Usually that's a telltale sign, unless sometimes you're me, because then I just don't get stuff done and I'm just getting frustrated or filthy. But fortunately, today's not that situation. So guys, check this out. If we reach right up under here, we have our switch completely mounted, and we've got our pressure gauge all ready to rock and roll. All wiring has been altered to the point where now I'll just be able to reach up under here and inflate the bags and basically get that trailer nice and level. So we're set, and we did exactly what I wanted to do, which was not mount that thing inside the truck. I just wasn't for it. We had to make some changes to the actual wiring harness from the kit. It really wasn't that bad though, just kind of like your basic splicing and then adding of different connection ends, and then of course sealing up those connections so that way they're ready to rock and roll going forward. So our last step right now, guys, is to come on back over here. We're basically just gonna install some breather lines. So we have our breather tube with a small little filter that's gonna go on the one end of the compressor, and then we've got our actual air lines that are gonna run to either bag. And then to make all these connections possible and communicate on the same PSI, we have a nice little T-fitting here that's gonna ensure that each bag is getting the exact same amount of air upon one switch. So let's get right back to it, guys. We're making great progress, and we should be able to fill these things up here very soon. I guess I can just cut this down some and then cut it some more up and through. I really should have done more research, I guess, when I was planning this kit, because I just thought like, oh yeah, it's gonna come with a switch and it's gonna be completely fine, but hey, it's all good, we gotta improvise. That's awesome. Dude, we're in business. Now we gotta get this thing looking like a grandpa truck real quick. You know, before we finish this up, we should probably do a spray test with bubbles. We're just gonna grab some of our window cleaner real quick. We're gonna throw a top on it. We are gonna ensure that we don't have any bubbles being generated. If we do, then we have leaks and we're gonna have to go back. If we don't, then we are in business. Now we've successfully made a complete mess per usual, but I'll take that as a job well done. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what we got going on here. So here's our little gauge. Right here we have inflate, deflate. We have our wiring harness. I basically just kind of tucked everything up and along. I'll have to run like a few zip ties here and there just to secure some stuff, maybe even a little bit of wire loom just to clean up the installation. But from a general purpose perspective, we are ready to rock and roll. We've got the compressor mounted right here, right where the spare tire goes, which is why we took it out. Really serves no purpose when we have those big wheels on the truck anyway. This is a really nice spot. The compressor did come with these tiny little rubber bushings on it, so that way it doesn't kind of shake all around when it is filling up. You could see we had the tap in for a little ground location there. And then we've got our assorted airlines going to the passenger side and to the driver's side. And then we've got our Phillip line here. And then we've got our little breather tube right here, which will just basically make sure we are filtering in nice clean air into this tiny little baby compressor. So curious to see at the end of this video how long it takes us to get up to pressure, assuming that we're probably gonna need about 60 pounds towing that gooseneck. At least that's what I used on the LML. But overall, really happy with this. This isn't gonna go anywhere. It does have a little illumination on it too, which I actually don't have hooked up quite yet. It's this wire right here. But I might run some power to that later at a point in time just to be able to see this at night. But otherwise, I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll.
While the world is burning, we will raise our fists in pride. When the tide is turning, we will wave our flags tonight. We will wave our flags tonight. We will wave our flags tonight.
So Jake just got the trash loaded up here in the back, AKA the spare tires. You can see we got the truck out. Everything looks great, guys. Here's a quick little look at the finished product. They look real nice and tucked up in really kind of right at home. You can see that kind of little exhaust shield there. That's on part of the bag. Super nice installation. I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. I am looking really forward to seeing how it tows. Plus, if I wanted to, I could get the front to level out to the back if I so choose. But I don't think I'm gonna do that right now, only because it could compromise the ride quality. Anyway, guys, we are just chilling out here right now. We got a few things to do to kind of tidy up in the shop. We made a complete mess in there right now, and honestly, it's for kind of a good reason. It's kind of a small party. It's kind of a small celebration. I'm a little superstitious, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If y'all haven't grabbed your entries for Dream Music Giveaway, it's just one of them days. But if you guys haven't grabbed your entries yet for the Denali plus $10,000 cash, then check out the first link in the description below. So that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. My likely do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next upload.